Here's the logistics for how to take the exam. First, I need you to fill out this page. You are going to select a time that you can take the exam, so you can start taking at 8 a.m. You have until 4 a.m. to start on April 29th, so you have 24 hours. You are going to select your professor. That's me in this case, but it could be Professor Hall or Professor Worth. And then enter your email address. So mine is umich.edu. Put your email here and then hit submit. So let's say I want to take the exam at 1 p.m. I'm going to get an email, or you will get an email from me or from Professor Hall or Worth that looks like this. There's 3 files. Let's take a look at these. The first one is a text file, and it has some instructions. There's a lot of different ways to open these. I open it in Sublime because that's my text editor that I use for programming, but you can use TextEdit, any kind of basic text editor, something that you would not normally use in your day-to-day, but it will give you the format reasonably well. If you use Word, it's a little funky. It doesn't quite turn out right. So my suggestion is to use TextEdit or Sublime or something like that. So anyway, you get instructions. This is exactly what you will get on the exam. You will actually see this text. And then some question 1. So we have pre-tax cash flows, and then it says see attached Excel file for additional input. Here's our fake Excel file. You'll get a real one. Oh, that's not it. That's from another example. Okay, here we go. The file that you will get, and let me just delete this so that we can all be on the same page, has some instructions and some question numbers. So what you're going to do is put your letter answers in column B and your numerical answers in column C. Let's go back here. I don't really care how you work the exam. So this is your answer key. Think of it as a Scantron. You can work the exam on a new book. You can work it in your cheat sheet, however you want to do it. But this is your answer key. So let's just work problem 1. It's pretty easy. We just need to calculate the NPV. The tax rate is 24%, and the interest rate is 9. Let's make sure we got that right. Okay, and we have some cash flows. So what we're going to do is calculate EBIT and taxes, and then post-tax profit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 500, 600, 300, 400, 400, 600. Our taxes are going to be 24% times EBIT. And this is going to be that minus this. Okay. We'll delete that because we don't need it anymore. And lastly, we can calculate the NPV. Equals NPV, our rate's 9%. Here are all of our cash flows. Boom, we got 1422. So I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to paste special values. 1420 is answer D. So I'm going to put a D right here. Once I do this for all the problems, let me just fill it in. We'll pretend like these are the answers. I fill in the numbers. I go to I go to Canvas, and I end up with this page, which is the final exam. This is our test quiz, but it's going to look a lot like this. I'm going to upload my answers in CSV format. That is this file. You are going to upload this file. This is your Scantron. Do not put anything else in this file. Just your answers, just the numeric answers. The next one is answers in text format. So I did this earlier, but I'm going to do it again just to show you here. You can highlight this. You can physically copy them in, but let's say we only had 11 questions on this exam. You just copy and paste. This is insurance in case something happens to your exam. upload your Excel file, that would be this file. And my advice to you is to make a new tab for each question. Every question on the exam is independent of each other, so work this for question 1, make it clear what your answer is, highlight it, work another one for question 2. If something happens to your computer, this is what allows us to try to figure out what your solution would have been, or whatever. The last one is tell us if there are any mistakes on the exam. One thing I want to note is every single exam except for question, or every single question except for 15 has my answer does not appear in this range. It is always the same solution. So F is always this answer. And that's why it's important, if you, on this part of the exam, if you note that there are potentially some mistakes or something didn't make sense, that not only do you give us a numerical answer in column C based on the information that you have, but you also tell us if you believe that there was anything wrong with it. We do make mistakes. It happens. We're trying to protect against it. But anyway, put anything in there that you think might be a mistake. And finally, hit submit. We are looking at the time that you submit the exam versus the time that we email you the exam, and that's going to be how long you take. So 4 hours, and then once you're done, hit submit, and that's it. Hope your quiz goes well. Email us or let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.